I remember the day when people heard Will Ferrara, they would think future champion, top prospect. And then I had to make the mistake, the dumb mistake of making a friend in you, because my whole reputation then became 2 words: Little Willie. Well, Rhett, that's why tonight I came back, and I'm gonna make sure you lose the title that means so much to you. You wanted to be an idiot and add me into a match with 2 other guys that hate your guts. 2 guys that I've coached before that will listen to my every word. And 3 guys all together that make sure you, bang, lose that title.
Jordan in his flu game. Emmitt Smith with a broken leg. Kobe Bryant with a broken ankle. What do all these gentlemen have in common? They're all champions, and they all didn't complain about the bullshit they had to go through. But oh, we come to Fight Pro, and now Rhett always talking about, and I'm hurt. Damn, Rhett, every time you wrestle, you hurt. So either you gonna step up and be the champion, or step out the way and let somebody who's hungry be the champion. So I don't care if Fight Pro wants to put me in the ring with Benjamin, with Will, or you, chump, because you're sure not a champ. Moses is coming. Feast of famine, and I'm hungry.
I was the longest reigning premier fighter in Fight Pro. I was screwed. I was supposed to have Rhett's championship strapped around my chiseled waist, and tonight I'm gonna do just that. He's done a great job as the champion, but it's time to pass the torch. Moses is in a way as well. Those 2 have battled, but they have never battled me. When they have gone to war, they have never gone to war with the elite combat athlete, such as myself. And I don't get paid by the minute. I'm here to secure the bag, have my hand raised, and wrap that hybrid championship around my waist. Now that's savage.
I knew winning this championship wasn't gonna be easy, but I didn't expect all of this. You know, my back is up against the wall right now because I got things coming at me from all different directions. You know, I'm injured. I got Moses, I got Victor Benjamin, I got a 4-way, and to top it all off, my best friend turned his back on me. You were the one who attacked me, little Willie. And now you went around, you're trying to get my championship from me, some friend you turned out to be. But when the going gets tough, so does Rhett Titus. And the professional is gonna show exactly why they call me that, because even when the odds are stacked against me, I'm gonna still keep my cool.
Jason Heat here, a huge hybrid 4-way, the first of its kind. And this was originally intended to be a 3-way match between the 2 #1 contenders and Rhett Titus, the champion. But it was revealed in a brutal assault that Will Ferrara, the former best friend and former tag team partner of Rhett Titus, was not only responsible for the underhanded attack that happened in the ring that we all saw, but also the attack that happened weeks ago, the assault that happened in the parking lot. I remember seeing Will Ferrara run up to the scene, crocodile tears clearly in his eyes, pretending to care for his friend after now confessing to being the one to injure Rhett in the first place. So much personal animosity, and that's only the first of 3 challengers that will be represented in this match. 2 men have defined the run that Rhett Titus has had in fights so far. His greatest rivals, Logan Easton LaRoe, and this man, this monster, this Moses, a biblical figure who has taken Rhett Titus to the absolute limit. And of course, you want to talk about the heavy hitters of Fight Pro. You can't ignore the man who was the longest reigning premier fighter during that Gauntlets run. One of the men with the single best win-loss records in Fight. The Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, SGVB. An elite combat athlete, multidisciplinary. No one has strikes like Savage Gentleman on the roster. Savage has defeated Delirious. Savage has defeated Tim Spriggs, Bro Keller. But no one in this company has the win-loss record of our champion. If season 1 was about Rhett Titus seeming indomitable, the last few months have been about watching the cracks start to emerge and maybe the walls start to crumble. It is one thing to win a title, it is another thing to stand at top of the mountain and to deal with what you brought. Rhett Titus is the walking wounded. Literally, his leg was seriously injured by Will Ferrara in that parking lot attack. And it was re-aggravated very recently by an attack in ring. This is not elimination match. This is one fall to a finish, which means whoever gets the first fall is going to take home the title. Moses wasting no time in staring down the professional. Yes, it's a title defense, but really this might be the last stand of Rhett Titus. The Wolves are at the gate, and they are hungry.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a four-way match for the Hybrid Premier Championship. It is sponsored by O'Shea, Marshall, and Braun Attorneys at Law. There are no eliminations in this match. It must be won by pinfall, submission, or knockout. Introducing first, one of the challengers to my left in the yellow shirt. He's sponsored by Robert Jones Salon from Parkside, New York, weighing in at 178 pounds, Will Ferrara! Introducing challenger number 2, to my left, he hails from PG County, Maryland, weighing in at 301 pounds, Moses! Introducing the third challenger, he hails from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 225 pounds. He is the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, SGVB! And finally, introducing the champion to my far left. He hails from Long Beach Island, New Jersey. He's sponsored by the Collective Possibilities podcast. He's weighing in at 195 pounds. He is the reigning and defending Fight Pro Premier Hybrid Champion. He is the professional Rhett Titus!
Moses is wasting no time getting immediately in the face, and Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin does not want to be ignored. There are a lot of muscles in this ring, and there are even bigger egos. This is the greatest challenge in the reign of Rhett Titus, and for the first time, the fate of this title may not actually be in the hands of Rhett Titus, because he does not have to be involved in the finish. Distracted by personal issues immediately, as you see Titus hobbling around the ring and Will Ferrara going under. And the big boys have no intention of letting Rhett and Will handle personal business when there's professional business to be done in the ring. Battle of the Bulls. There's no bull bigger, stronger, or more powerful than Moses. But the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, able to cut someone down to size. And now Rhett Titus working smarter than harder, as he's going to need to. One-legged man at such a disadvantage. That is a double team from the two most dangerous men on the roster. And Will Ferrara trying to call plays and instead drawing attention to himself and being ejected. Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin has long felt cheated out of an opportunity at this title. It was the machinations of Logan Easton LaRoe in the power play against Prince Nana, the silent partner, who cashed in an unknown contract to be able to become the premier fighter at any time. Now these two men, Moses and Savage Gentleman, maybe working together for a moment and picking literally the bones of Rhett Titus, who is extremely injured in that left leg. And with egos, particularly the size of Benjamin's, you are not going to be able to work together very long. The reason that Moses is breaking up that pin is because this is not elimination. This is first fall to a finish.
Which one you want to do? Which one you want to do? You want this? Which one you want to do? Get off!
Moses threatening Benjamin, or maybe trying to talk some sense into him. And everyone wants a piece of Titus. This is the potential to maybe be the most painful day of Rhett Titus's life. Don't know the man well enough to say it's his worst day ever, but purely on a physical level, this may be the most painful day that Rhett Titus has and will ever experience. Victor Benjamin trying to get that heel hook locked in, and Moses watching and allowing just long enough for it to do damage, but not enough for Rhett to tap in. Moses catching Rhett like a cross between a horror movie and a bear in the woods. Just, there's a primal element to Moses and that drop kick. Rhett's drop kick has been known to knock people out. He hit Moses square in the knee and couldn't even take the knee out. That is how compromised Rhett's leg is, that his greatest weapon, that drop kick, was almost entirely ineffective. Savat style kick and death from above. And Moses is now going to start to have to play deflect as well as offense, because you can't win this match when other men are in play.
Longest fighter in this company. You the what? Long. What that mean? I ain't seen you with a belt yet. Cool.
These two are really getting each other's skin. And it is manifesting in some brutal strikes, and never forgetting the actual prize is that title that Rhett Titus holds, as Rhett on one jelly leg trying to maintain, staying on his feet inside those ropes, clubbering blows by Moses. Parting the Red Sea between the clavicle, between the breastbone of Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin, and this is the moment that Rhett Titus needed. Will Ferrara incapacitated. Savage Gentleman incapacitated. Unfortunately, that means Moses is left. Moses lifted Rhett so high, his feet almost hit the ceilings. Now, Victor Benjamin completely willing to just take the spoils. And it has been over and over that Benjamin and Moses going for pinfalls in front of the other. It's not going to happen. You have to take the other man out and then go for Rhett. And hope at that point that Will Ferrara has just slunk away.
You want to chop me? I'm a man. Are you? What? Are you? Oh, touch me first. I'm going to see what you got. Come on. Yeah.
These two, it was inevitable that they would have to go up against each other, but this doesn't feel anymore like trying to win a match. This feels like trying to win maybe a little bit of a different kind of contest. A different kind of energy. You get the point. And they are this is just alpha males trying to out-alpha each other. And they are giving Rhett and Will the opportunity to recover and maybe turning each other's brains to jelly. It is just brutal. Rhett can barely walk. Not sure what he thinks he's doing getting in the middle of this mass. Hopefully to get some leverage. And just kicked into next week by Moses. Will Ferrara, like a hyena, just trying to chew on the bones, but this is very clearly become Moses' jungle. I mean, Moses is the king here. Rhett may be the champion. And Savage may be nobility, but we're out in Moses' court. He is just destroying people. The best Fight Pro has to offer, and Moses makes mincemeat of them. Can Gentleman out-leverage the big man? Standing switch for maybe a fourth or fifth time. Savage with waist control again, running forward. And now Rhett and Savage working together. This might be necessary. Wait a second. Double! Sunset flip into a bomb. Once again, Will Ferrara coming in. He'll take whatever he can get. It doesn't matter at this point. Will Ferrara came back to wrestling after years on the shelf to prove that he was at the equal of so many men that seemed to pass him by. And in the process, he's made a lot of enemies, most especially this man, Rhett Titus. And Rhett is such a professional that he's not used to it feeling so personal. He's not used to it feeling so good to get his hands on another man that it has distracted him. Signature double overhook. We saw belly to belly. But Moses is back on his feet. Wait a second. Rhett Titus doing the impossible. Rhett Titus doing the impossible. And if not for the placement of Savage Gentleman right at the shoulders, able to roll over and save, Rhett Titus may have actually walked away with his title. Rhett has wanted to be the face of a company for a long time. Rhett has felt in the past he was... Oh, sweep the leg. Cobra Kai dojo style. Savage Gentleman is a beast. He is a brute. He is savage. Will Ferrara sneaking through. Will Ferrara always so underrated, but just knocked unconscious. Moses playing defense, and again, Will Ferrara realizes maybe the safest place to be is anywhere else but here. The strikes in this match would have been enough to knock a lesser man unconscious minutes ago, let alone this hulking behemoth smashing into you at what has to be maybe 20 or 30 miles an hour. And Rhett Titus cuts him off at the frickin' pass. the extension. Rhett Titus may have one leg, but when he can use it like that, that's all that matters. C-Splitter! We're going to have ourselves a new champion! And Savage plays spoiler. The only chance either Moses or Savage are going to have to win this match is to knock the other one unconscious and then go for Rhett. They can't ignore each other. And Moses got the memo. But with the two big beasts down and Rhett injured, this is the chance. The scavenger, Will Ferrara, set the table for himself. This is how he beat Miles Hawkins, that stretch muffler. This is how Will Ferrara got his last victory. He has already set the table for himself. He's attacked Rhett twice. And Rhett getting to the ropes, but there's no disqualification. There's no rope break. Will Ferrara pulled him to the center, and Rhett with the drop kick! Rhett with the drop kick! Can he do it? Wait! He did it! It seemed impossible. It seemed inconceivable. And Moses and Benjamin, each blaming the other. But this was all down to one man, the indomitable spirit of Rhett Titus. Now pulling Will Ferrara up, but is it for punishment or potential reconciliation? And Rhett Titus, there is no reconciliation. It looks like he is going to try and pile drive Will Ferrara, who is scuttling back. And Will Ferrara may have lost the match, but at least he saved his life, and we're not expecting. Oh no. Oh no. That is O'Shea Edwards. And that's a man who's got a guaranteed title shot at some future date because he destroyed 5 men pretty much at once. And he is here. He is next for sure. Shaking the hand of Rhett Titus. This is what we have to look forward to here at Fight Pro. It's going to be Rhett Titus and O'Shea Edwards. And the respect being shown by O'Shea Edwards. These two are going to go out. Oh, no! And O'Shea Edwards adding injury to injury. There's no if, and, or but about it at this point. This is the most painful day of Rhett Titus's life. O'Shea Edwards making an impressive statement. We need medical attention for Rhett Titus. He is the champion. God help him, because it has made him a target. That championship has been a bad luck charm for Rhett Titus. And he worked so hard to earn the instrument of his own demise.